Hey, it's Meg. Welcome back to my channel. So today's junk journal with me is the 7th prompt for Junk Journal January, which is positive vibes. So as always, I've picked out a bunch of different collage papers that I want to use just to keep it really simple, just to pick from this pile. I've also brought my paints out again because I really enjoyed doing the painting for one of the previous prompts. Thought I could do maybe some painting again. So I have these paints, which are De La Rowney System 3 original acrylics, and then I also have some of the Paper Artsy like fresco finish chalk acrylics, and I really like these little paints, so I've just got the Cherry Blossom and Peachy Keen just to kind of complement the pink blush as well. Just thought I would stick with the pink theme, honestly. So they're the paints that I've picked out. So what I want to do first is kind of build up my base of collage. And I noticed the previous prompts, I said that I was going to work on one side of the page, didn't I? And then I ended up working on both sides for these two. So I think for this one, I just want to stick to this side of the page. I have a tag here as well, just with some string on it that I think I might want to include because I really enjoyed how the page with the tag turned out. And so I think if I enjoyed that, then why not just do it again and maybe have a different style, maybe without the stitching this time, but with more painting. So kind of combining these two techniques, almost having the tag but maybe with some painting and then also some collage. So we'll see how that goes, but I just want to build a base first. So I have some leftover brown paper from doing yesterday's prompt that I think I might want to put underneath just to contrast a bit, because I feel like it kind of blends in a bit too much. And then maybe some more plainer elements for the background. So this is just something that I have tea dyed. Not quite sure what went on there. I think the paper reacted in a bit of a strange way to being tea dyed, so but it's given an interesting texture anyway. So maybe we'll include some of this. I'm just thinking, I don't know if I want maybe like all of this paper here, and that's kind of the joy of the accordion journal. When you come to work on the page with different papers, is you can switch up what you want to keep from the element and then what you want to cover up. So, you know, for example, for this page here, it might be that I say, well, I like this paper and I like this paper, but for what I'm going to do on the page, I don't like this, so I'm going to cover it up. So it kind of creates a nice base that you can then work with and subtract and add things to kind of tie in with what you're doing on your page. So I think for this, it's going to be better to have more of a plain background so that I can have my collage stand out a bit more, but I'll maybe keep just like a snippet of it so we don't lose it completely. And I'm just going to have it on kind of the left-hand side of the page. And I'm just going to keep the string there for now. So what I want to do is build up some of the collage layers first, because I really enjoyed having the textured background to work on. I think it really added a nice effect. So I'm going to collage, but I'm kind of gonna bring it across onto the page. So I'll show you what I mean. So rather than just having the collage like on the tag, I'm going to overlap it slightly and kind of bring it onto the page a little bit with each element that I use. And I'm just going to use a variety of different papers. So I think this is like a bit of wallpaper that I've got. I'm not going to use the pink element just because if I come in with the pink paint, then I don't want it to clash with that. I've also got just some like plain textured elements as well, and I do want to keep this relatively plain just so that I'm able to paint over the top of it when it comes to it. Something I also wanted to include a little snippet of are these transparent like collage washi strips that Rachel from Roxy Creations had a weekly challenge video on. So I think maybe I might pick an element that is a bit plainer, so it won't clash too much. So let's see, maybe some with the scripted elements and the like white pen could be quite nice. So I'm just going to pick out a couple of bits that I think might work. We do also have this element with the lace, which might be quite nice actually. So this element here, that looks quite nice under there. I think this might, not sure if this might clash a bit too much, but maybe we can pop it like underneath something, and then maybe, I think we need like a torn edge on here, and then maybe we can just have this coming up the side here. And I might just bring in some of this cream paper here just to have underneath. There we go. So I think having some of the pieces on top and then underneath creates a nice layered look on this page. Okay, so I think it's time to come in and add some of my painting. I did pull out this butterfly stamp as well, which kind of isn't the focal point, but I just really like the colours on it, so I think it might go with the page. If not, maybe I can just have my writing down the side here, but I do like this stamp. Maybe I could just have it bridging the page perhaps. Maybe I could pop it on the other side. I just love the colours of it. So anyway, time to come in and do some painting. Okay, so for my inspiration for this, I pulled out one of my old journals. This is from Junk Journal January last year, I want to say, actually. Yeah, I think this was Junk Journal January last year. If you want to see what I did last year, I have all of the photos of the different pages that I did on my Instagram. So what I wanted to do was just kind of use this as a bit of inspiration, but without the black. So I'm just going to pop that there just so I can reference it. So I thought maybe first layer we could lay down some of this paler pink. So I might just put it like this. So this is kind of my petal shape for the middle, so this is kind of the bottom of the petal here, and then these will be the petals that are coming up to the side, so you can only just see the side of them here and then here, but it's all very abstract like I said. And then these ones will come round, and then I will put like darker elements in the center here, and then this petal will come round. I'm aware that I'm calling these petals when they literally just look like blobs on the page, but hopefully when I come in with the darker colours and also maybe some pencils as well, you'll be able to see kind of where the different definition of the petals is. So I might just bring one round to here, and then a final one. So yes, that probably looks like a blob, but this is like the first petal here. So what I'll do is with this kind of bolder pink is come round the areas that would be darker. So you can see like here, this is kind of the base of this petal, and hopefully this will kind of help with more of the shadows. So this is like the darker side of the inside of the petal here, and then we've got the bottom of them here and here, and this will still be quite abstract. I will need to come in with my pencils to really define this, I think, but just to add some extra layers. And then this bottom one here, this one goes up, this one will come down because the shadow will be here, and then the light will hit the petal as it comes around this way. So we kind of want to give the illusion that the petal's curling round. So to do that, I put the darker colour on the top of this petal instead. And then the same with this one as well. And then this pink colour, I think I might just kind of use this very sparingly, but just kind of where the light would hit my petals at the top. So I'm just going to come in and add a few leaf shapes to this. Nothing too precise, just on either side of this. So I'm going to use the same pastel pencil as last time and just add some definition to these. Make sure we can see like the darker center of this and where the petals kind of have their shadows versus the light, and maybe we'll outline them kind of softly as well. And I don't mind if we can see like the pencil markings and things. I quite like having that roughness to it. And then for the leaves, I'm just going to come in with this dark sap brown and just lightly kind of outline and give more definition to these leaves. Again, nothing too precise. I quite like having the pencil markings and things. I just want to kind of have a more clearer, you know, some shadows, some light, things like that. And I think adding pencil over the top really helps to give that. Okay, so I think that's everything for the flower. So I have this little word cut out that just says adventures. So I think I'm going to add this to the page, and you'll have to excuse all the paint that's now on my hands from painting. But I'm just going to add this to here, and then I had a little cutout that was kind of embodying the positive vibes almost in a more kind of realistic sense, I guess, in just kind of taking things step by step, one by one. So I'm going to add this to the page as well. And then I also have these tickets, but I'm not sure. I might put one underneath. Yeah, let's put one underneath here. And then finally I had this little cutout from a tag that just said like daydreams and had a little star on it, and I thought this could be quite nice as well to include. So it's kind of random, this page, but I'm just sort of collecting different elements, maybe crisscrosses, or I'd normally add these with a white pen, but as this is a white tag, they're not going to show up. So I will just add a few with my black pen just to add some detail. Thank you so much for journaling along with me. I hope you enjoyed seeing this page come together. I certainly enjoyed working on it and incorporating more paint into my page as well. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.